Kia ora everyone, welcome back to another new product update for Destination Queenstown. My name is Rose, I am the Business Development Executive here on the Travel Trade team, and today I'm going to take you through some of the new products, so new activities, accommodation, food and drink that have recently opened here in Queenstown in the last quarter. So as per usual, I'll take you through the activities, accommodation, food and drink, and then at the end I'll introduce you to our Travel Trade team. Starting off with activities. First up, we have a new product by Southern Discoveries. So this is a combo product. It's a combo product with a Milford Sound cruise and then a walk on the Milford Sound track. So basically you do a 4-hour return walk. So you walk 2 hours to where this photo is here, to the swing bridge and the big waterfall, and then 2 hours back. It's not an extremely hard walk. There's limited incline, so it's actually suitable for most people. After the walk, you then go to the ferry terminal where you'll hop on and have a 2-hour cruise. And depending on the day, you can either do the cruise first and then the walk, or the walk first, then the cruise. This product is a self-drive product, so you will need to make your way from Queenstown down to Milford Sound yourself. I would recommend heading down to maybe Te Anau the night before and staying the night. Otherwise, you will need to drive down to Milford Sound in the morning, but it is a long drive, so it's about a 5-hour drive from Queenstown, so you definitely want to head there the night before. Next, we have the Royal Burn Farm Tour. So this is a product by Alpine Luxury Tours in collaboration with Royal Burn Farm. It's a 5-hour experience, and this includes pick-up and drop-off from your hotels. Once you've been picked up, you'll be taken to Royal Burn Farm, where you'll do a farm tour. After this, you'll sit down and have a wine tasting from Mora Wines, which is a local winery here in Queenstown. And then after this, you will enjoy a barbecue lunch. You do have the option, if you would like to add on the private chef option, and then of course have a lunch of your choosing. And then also, if you want to, you can extend at the end where they'll add a dinner on at Prohibition Smokehouse, a restaurant in Queenstown. This tour is available through the months of October and April. Next, we have a product by Totally Tourism and the helicopter line. It is the Fly Cruise Heli. So basically you take a scenic flight down to Milford Sound on a fixed wing plane. Once you get there, you get to do a 2-hour cruise on Milford Sound with Mitre Peak Cruises, and then on the way back you get to do a helicopter flight. So basically you get to experience 2 aircraft options in one, and then also on the way back in your helicopter flight you get to have the option of 1 alpine landing. So a really great way to see the sounds and also experience 2 air products. Next is another product down in Milford Sound. This one is by Fuel and Discoveries. It is a Milford Sound luxury lunch and scenic cruise. So this is aboard their Fiordland Jewel, their catamaran boat. And it's ideal for those customers who are wanting a bit more of a high-end or private experience down in Milford Sound, and also perfect for small groups that are wanting a bit more of an intimate experience. Basically, you get a 2-course lunch aboard the ship. You get place and reserve seating, so everyone that's on board is guaranteed beautiful views of the Milford Sound. But yeah, a great way to see the sounds, especially if you have people that are wanting something a little bit more private. Next, we have an update from Nomad Safaris. So their half-day Maystown tour is now a full-day Maystown tour. This began on October 1st. So basically the tour now includes a visit to the Arrowtown Museum to begin the day. Then you'll go up the river and do your river crossings up heading towards Maystown. On the way you'll stop off, you'll do a walk to Homeward Bound and then also the Stamper Battery. And then after this you'll have a lunch which is included in the tour. The trip now finishes around 5:30 p.m. Moving on to accommodation. First up, we have the Kamana Residence Extension. So the Kamana Lake House has begun construction on their additional luxury residences. So this will comprise of 19 luxury residences in 10 separate buildings. And the building will include a wellness centre, a small meeting and conference area, also a restaurant. So this is just in front of the Kamana Lake House property, and completion is due in mid-2027. Next, we have a redevelopment by the Nugget Point Hotel, or the former Nugget Point Hotel. So the redevelopment has begun. Basically, they are going to be redoing the whole property and bringing it up to a 5-star luxury standard. So the elements of the redesign include a new lobby, a reception area, upgrades to the restaurant, and of course all the rooms. The full refurbishment has started, and it is due to open mid-2025, but we will just see how that goes, and it will also be reopened under a new name, so stay tuned for that one. Next, we have the Swiss Belle Suites Coronet Peak Villas. So they've done a villa extension to their Coronet Peak property out in Arthur's Point. So they'll have new 2 and 3 bedroom family villas. So these are a great option for people visiting in the winter, as it's right under the Coronet Peak ski field, or also the summer, as it's only about a 10-minute drive outside of Queenstown. But yeah, great upgrade to their Coronet Peak property. Moving on to our new food and drink offerings here in Queenstown. First up, we have the Boatshed Bakery. So the Boatshed Cafe is a famous cafe here in Queenstown. It's located just along the lakeside there, but just a few minutes away from the cafe on the marina, they have the Boatshed Bakery. So this is your typical bakery and coffee shop, but in that beautiful marina location, also right on the lakefront. So they offer handcraft pastries, baked breads, quality barista coffee, and an ice creamery as well. So a great new addition to the marina space. Next up, we've got the Bakehouse by Airburn. So this is their newest venue that's recently opened out there. It's their first all-day dining venue. They offer, takeaway or dine-in options. They do wood-fired pizzas, rotisserie chickens, and you've got your coffees and your kind of bakery elements as well. So a great new kind of casual venue to Airburn. So yeah, really good addition. Next up, we've got Ferg Butcher. So this is a part of obviously the famous Ferg Burger Group, but they are located out in Arrowtown, so about a 25-minute drive from Queenstown. It is a butchery / takeaway place. They do burgers, but not the Ferg burgers. They do their own Ferg Butcher style burgers. So it's a takeaway place, a butchery, and then they also have some bakery and deli goods as well. So yeah, another good addition to the Ferg Burger Group, located out in Arrowtown. Next, we have a new restaurant that's recently opened in Queenstown, so in the main town area. It's called Toast and Oak. So they do kind of a European style experience. They're trying to kind of make it more like a European wine bar, but obviously a wine bar / restaurant, and their food's that kind of European kind of sharing style food. But yeah, another really good addition to the Queenstown restaurants. Next, we've got local Queenstown. So this was originally Cyril Bar, but they did a big refurb. They've kind of elevated the space, but kept it still that kind of casual pub style. So you've got elevated pub food, of course. They do nightly events, live sports, and lots of live music and DJs. So a really good addition to the main town centre. And that is everything. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, or if you want to know anything more about the products I've spoken on today, just let me know. Again, if you don't know me, I am Rose. I am the Business Development Executive here at Destination Queenstown on the Travel Trade team. And behind me, just in this photo here, you'll see Linda McIntosh. She is our Business Development Manager for the Western markets. And then you have Yangzi Zhang. She is our Account Manager for the Asian market. But yes, all of our details are online. So if you want to reach out to us, please do. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.